everybody. We're on episode 3 of What the Fuck Is This Podcast. This episode we're starting Riverdale season 2, finally, where things get a little more interesting. We're only going to be doing episode 1 through 11.
Yep.
Because the rest of the seasons are 22 episodes. So we're splitting it up into 2 until we get to our...
Are we season 4?
Yeah.
Because we've only seen halfway through season 4.
Yes.
So, very soon it'll be new episodes for us, so we probably won't break down as many.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome back.
Yay!
We're wearing the same outfits.
Yeah, we are recording 2 episodes a week right now.
Just makes it a little bit easier
for our schedules. And so, but we did take a brief intermission and we got Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, if you want to sponsor us, we love you.
Dr. Pepper, if you want to sponsor us, I love your Pepper Perks program, so...
I don't think there's a Pepper Perks we haven't gotten.
Yeah, well, since we found out about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Or any dog brand ever, you could sponsor us as well. We've got plenty to go around.
Full warning, Miranda does have 3 dogs and a cat.
Mm-hmm.
They do like to act crazy sometimes, but for most time, they're just laying there being silly.
Yeah.
So if you do hear dogs in the background, that's where it's coming from.
Yes. As long as the doorbell doesn't ring, we won't bark. So you don't have to worry too much about your eardrums, luckily. Hey, no, see, no. Just chew on it by yourself. Okay. This week's book tea is going to be from Monica.
Woo!
So let's hear it. Maverick Museum High School.
They're paying full attention to me, but it's only because they're bottling the couch.
Yeah.
So my book tea is the second series of the Let me look it up. But anyways, it's called Scarred by Emily McIntyre. I do remember her name because Reba McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. At least we can say this title. I still don't know if we said the right word.
Scarred, Emily McIntyre. I think it's Never After series. The books don't go together, but they all kind of have like the same.
Stop.
Yeah, a Never After novel. So I read the first one, I kind of liked it. Well, actually, I really liked it. And I read this, now I want to read the second one just to make sure. What if I don't? Like this right here. And there's another one in the series. This one, boys. I'm trying to tell my story about my story.
No, that's too close. Lay down. Stop it. Give me the toy. Give me the toy. It's in timeout. Give us an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. Thank you.
Basically it's dark romance, because we like to know I don't like the fluffy stuff.
Where I was like, last week was too dark. I need a fluffy little book.
No, like, how, basically I told you, like, this
Yeah.
book, I couldn't tell if I liked it or not. I'm gonna say I went ahead and don't like it, but I'll still give it like a 4 out of 5.
Oh, I forgot to rate my book.
Oh, you did.
Oh well.
But it's called Scarred. It's set in like the 1900s. And it's about this king that's coming into play. He kills his father. Oh, spoiler alert. Yeah, so basically this girl is sent off to marry the new king. Her dad was killed. Her uncle took care of her most of her life. Her mom never really did anything other than knitting. It's literally what it said in the book. Like, all she did was sit around and knit and cook sometimes. And then, so she goes off to marry him. So her dad's a duke of this town, and then basically the monarch stopped sending them money and stuff. So they decided to like try and kill the new king that comes in. So they send the daughter. She's there. She ends up, like, her whole goal is to kill the new king and the whole line, the family line, because they killed her father. From what her uncle said, they killed her father. Okay, so basically, that shit happens. She's there to kill the whole family line. Da, 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 da. So she's like exploring the castle, trying to like, you know, whatever. They have this dinner. This lady comes in, rolls a fucking person's head that used to sit, well, yeah, he used to sit on the council for like the king. And they're like, oh, who sent you? And he's like, the rebel king will rule you once, like soon enough, whatever. She rolls the head onto the king's feet. She's like, the new rebel king is coming for you, yada yada yada. They're like, what the hell? Like, what are we to do? It turns out later on in the book, we come to find out that the king's brother is the rebel king. And he's planning to kill. What's he trying to find?
I must have dropped a piece of cheese or something. He didn't smell from. That's where I ate my Taco Bell. So.
But yeah, so the king's brother is apparently the rebel king. It's a whole love story between the king's father, the king's father, the king and his brother.
Yes.
She ends up falling in love with the brother, but the whole entire time she doesn't know that he's the rebel king and is trying to take down the family line as well. Basically, they fall in love. They figure out they're both trying to kill the family line. They end up doing it. They end up killing everybody, basically. It takes a while, but they get there. But the whole story is like them being like, oh, I shouldn't love her. He's going to marry my brother. I shouldn't love him. He's in this family line. Yada, yada, yada. They do it a lot. They do it a lot.
They do it a lot.
A lot. There's like one time, I think the first time they're doing it, it's like 4 pages worth. Yeah.
A lot.
A lot. But the book is pretty good. It's a good read. Would I ever get another book like this? Probably not. That's why I don't, like, there's a couple things in there that I don't like. Like, there's one part they're doing it, and then they're done, and he hand draws with a pen, which like it's the 1900s, like tell me you have a feather, like, you know.
I didn't even think about that.
I just thought about it, but he like writes in her inner thigh, he like an anatomically correct heart, and across it he puts like property of, and his name is Tristan, and he writes that, and then there's just so much going on. And then he's like, I'm gonna get this tattooed on you for real. And then at the end of the book, it's like 7 years later, she does have it tattooed on herself.
Ew.
So that was something I didn't like. And then I told you about the purity part where virginity is like, he's like, this is mine, it's mine to take. I just didn't like that part. Like the purity shit, I'm not into. Like it doesn't make any sense. I understand the time period it was written in, but at the same time.
But were they married?
No.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like there's no reason. Like
okay.
other than like it was like a fetishy. But other than that, the book was alright. It was a good read. I didn't like the ending. The original king, that before they killed him, he had a son with a mistress, but he was of a different race, and nobody could know, so they never let him off the property. But then 7 years later, once like the rebel king is ruling, he comes in and they're like, here is your actual king, and he puts the crown on the kid, which doesn't make any sense. Like I get it, like I get the sentiment, I get it. Like yeah, his father was the king, but like not anymore. He literally killed his dad. But anyways, if you're into that type of shit, read it. I kept telling Miranda, I was like, I can't decide if I like it or not, but I think I'm definitely gonna say I didn't like this one. I like the first one a lot, like in the series or whatever, but this one I don't know. I just didn't like it. But that was my book for the week.
yes.
And now we can get started on season 2 of Riverdale.
Sorry, I didn't mean to excite everyone.
Okay, so season 1 ends with Cheryl burning down her house. Everybody doing it with everybody. Jughead becomes like a serpent affiliate.
Yeah, he's not like a serpent, but because his dad's going away, they're gonna help keep him safe and out of the foster system.
Yeah, and then Fred Andrews getting shot at Pops by the Black Hood. So, season 2, episode 1.
Yeah. I loved, like, in that opening scene, well, like, after the rushing to the hospital and everything, when we finally get to see Jug again, and now he's, like, this honorary serpent, and all of a sudden he's got this fucking, like, motorcycle dirt bike thing, and he's like,
yes! Like, all of a sudden he knows how to drive it. Like, where did you even get this from?
It's just this dramatic shot of him, like, and then the back tire, like, spinning, but he's not moving.
Yes! Okay.
Oh, it killed me.
My first note was, Archie having to drive his dad to the hospital. Like, I thought this was a small town.
Yeah.
Who else could they be visiting? I'm sorry.
And did he not even call? Like, I don't understand. Was he just so panicked? He was like, I'm the only one who can get them there in time. When, like, the fucking ambulance, if it would have come, it could have done help right there on the scene.
Yes.
On the scene.
I put crying so sad. Because it was really sad. Because it made me start thinking, like, if that happened to my parents, like, fight or flight, frozen.
Tragic.
Like, I don't know.
No. But.
Archie calling the phone call to his mom and, like, explaining what happened.
Yes.
That made me sad.
Yeah.
I was just like, that. I don't ever want to have to make a phone call like that. Ever.
Right. And then could you imagine you're, like, telling your mom, like, sure, they're not together anymore, but, like, you know she's still going to care about him. Because it was just, like, they had difference of opinion on, like, how they wanted to proceed in life. She wanted to leave Riverdale and everything. And so it was just, like, so sad to me to think, like, there was probably like some sort of conversation, like, yeah, I'm going to stay here with Dad. Like, don't worry about me. We'll take care of each other. And, like, the thought of, like, they didn't take care of each other. Like,
yeah.
But they did, of course. It's, like, not his fault. But,
yeah. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
My next note brings us back to what fucking time are they in?
The hospital is, like, straight out of the 40s.
That's what I'm saying. I literally wrote, why does the hospital look so outdated?
Exactly.
Even, like, what the nurses are wearing.
Yes.
Like, I was like, this is not giving the right, like, if it's a 2020 max, even a little bit before that, that is not what a hospital looks like. It has fucking yellow lighting. Like, I don't understand what time period we're in.
No. That's
But
like,
even if we did know what time period it was in, it still wouldn't make any sense.
No. I don't know what we're supposed to be, because, like, the cars without key fobs and you gotta, like, actually put the keys in,
Yes.
that gives me, like, 70s vibes, and then, okay. So, yeah, then we get to see Jug on the motorcycle and the dirt bike. That was hysterical to me.
They're at the hospital, and then you see, like, Archie starting to lie about what. You can definitely tell that Archie is lying about what happened at Pops when he's explaining the story.
Yeah.
And so that was my thing. I'm like, why is he lying?
Right, and then I thought it was weird when he's talking to Sheriff Keller, and he's like, oh, so he was wearing, like, a black ski mask. He's like, no, it was a black hood. What is the fucking difference?
Also, it kind of is a ski mask.
It's 1,000% a ski mask.
Like,
I think of a hood as, like...
Yeah, like, attached to a jacket.
And your
goes
face
around
is
your face.
exposed.
No, yes.
His face is completely covered.
Yeah.
So I didn't
It's
get
either
that
like a giant
correction.
beanie that he pulled over his face and cut the holes out of, or it's a ski mask. Like, it's not that serious, sir.
Maybe it's Jughead's beanie. Yeah, it's almost like he knows he wants to be called the Black Hood. Sorry. It's almost like he knows he wants to be called the Black Hood, so he's trying to set up that whole storyline.
Yeah.
But it was very, very weird.
But also, it's like very weird that he did call it like a black hood.
I know.
Because it's not. It's like a face mask.
It's a mask. I don't. Ugh. Which I think this note came from the same conversation, because I wrote Sheriff Keller has a vendetta against meth and the jingle jangle. I was like, the jingle jangle. I literally put it in quotes when he's like, the jingle jangle.
Okay, but that also brings the question, is jingle jangle just myth? Like myth? Meth! Meth! Not a myth!
It's a myth, Monica. No, is it meth? I don't know. Because that goes back to episode, or season 1, when, is that what the fucking Blossoms have been selling this whole time, is jingle jangle.
Which is meth. But I do think it is meth. Because I think it's episode 11 of season 2, or episode, when they shut down the school. We're not there yet, but we will talk about it this episode. They say it was like, it's closed down due to the chemicals in the meth lab being shut down.
Oh yeah, Southside?
Yeah, so I do think it was definitely
I think
meth.
they're the same thing.
They just found a way to make it put it into a pixie stick. That's...
I know, it's just so funny because I only think of pixie sticks with candy.
Yeah,
So
it's jingle jangle, watch out guys. Halloween's coming soon. Okay, but then he goes home and then he takes his dog on a walk while covered in blood.
Yeah.
You're telling me nobody around him, they're in a park, you can see other people around.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, why the fuck does this guy and this girl in pearls like walking next to him? I just don't know. I don't know. Veronica keeps making rich references I don't understand because I'm not rich apparently.
Like what?
I don't know what was said in this one,
Oh.
but she probably said something about money and I'm just like, I don't get this. This is also where we see Cheryl going to the hospital while her mom's wrapped like a mummy
Yes.
because she was in the fire.
Yes, which then I wrote because I didn't remember how. I was like, how does Penelope get these burns? We literally saw her like beating Cheryl, like her hair or whatever around, like screaming that the house was on fire. I'm like, we literally saw her out. How did she get these burns? And then I wrote, in the end, the portrait. She ran back into a burning house for a portrait of your dead son and husband, who your son was trying to run away from you, and your husband literally killed him.
And then he killed himself. Like,
Why would you this portrait?
Why is it so important? Like, if I was going back into a house fire for something, it would have been something that holds, like, tremendous value, which I don't think a portrait would.
I think maybe it does to her because maybe they put so much on being, like, the perfect family or something.
I don't know.
But
even then, like,
she was like, I want to go back to this time where I had my perfect family.
yeah, but then she has, like, all this jewelry and stuff. I would have rather gone in for that. Also, where was Nana Rose in this?
Yeah! Because she's not dead, we continue to see her.
Is here. I put Cheryl going dark. I don't know what I meant by that. I put the Angel of Death.
She holds the breathing tube to her mom.
Yes.
And it's like, if you ever so much as whatever, she threatens her somehow
Yes.
over something
I think I was over telling, like,
that she set the house fire. What are y'all doing?
I wrote down Cheryl being in the hospital room that Archie's dad is in, and then she kisses his forehead, and then tells Archie that she's returning the favor.
Yeah.
Which,
I don't know what that means. Like, is she trying to say because he saved her from the ice? So then but then that doesn't make sense to me because Archie, like, physically pulled Cheryl out of the water to keep her from dying.
How was a kiss
How
on
is
the
a kiss saving Fred?
No, it would never.
Ma'am.
I wrote the tension in the lodge house. I can't. Because, again, nobody knows what anybody's fucking doing. Like, it isn't all of these fucking families.
Exactly. And then I wrote Betty acting scared of Jug becoming a serpent.
It's literally a joke.
I just don't get it. Like, maybe I just don't, like, I don't know, maybe I'm not perfect or something. Is she scared because they're supposed to be like a bad gang or something? There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the serpents.
Yeah, nothing at all. Because that's what I was like later on in these episodes. Later on in the episodes, I don't see it.
No.
Like they literally don't deal with drugs.
No.
They don't do anything. They just hang around and they're family for each other. They stand up for each other.
Yes.
That's all I can get from them.
Yes. So I don't get that. And then I did write this. I don't feel like the flashbacks are what the fuck, but it made me realize that there's no teenage weddings in Riverdale. How do we escape Riverdale with not one teenage wedding? We get super, super close with what's the sister? Polly. It was like Polly.
Oh, yeah.
Polly and Jason, of course, but we
Yeah.
don't actually get it. And I was like, how the fuck did we get out of here with no teenage weddings? Like, it's really not what the fuck, but it did make me think when I was watching these.
But we're technically where we're up to. They're still in high school, so it's still a possibility.
Yeah, but I think they graduate in season 4 though. I think, or it's the beginning of season 5.
I don't know. Eventually, they have to graduate.
I know they do soon. We just haven't seen it.
My last note for episode 1 is Miss Grundy getting killed by the Black Hood.
Yes.
After we see her doing the same thing she did with Archie with a new student.
I literally said Miss Grundy did not learn her lesson.
Oh, she definitely did not. But I think that's also why she ran away the first time. Because don't they find out that like she also did it before Archie?
I don't know. I can't remember all that, but I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember for sure. And then, of course, my controversial take of Daddy Lodge coming home. I find him very attractive. Not personality-wise, looks-wise.
Okay. I need to look
I
this up.
love the tall, dark, and handsome. I really do. Matthew, I know you're not watching, but that includes you, tall, dark, and handsome.
No, I like them skinny and looking like they're about to die.
It literally has nothing to do with his like personality or anything. Because I know you're into FP. Because like, oh, fixer upper. No, I don't want Hiram's money. I definitely don't want that personality, like as my husband or whatever. But that tall, dark, and handsome. I love the dark hair. He's not a fucking ghost. Sign me up. So, I just had to say it. Oh, but I did just want to bring this up because I think we talked about it in episode 1. But the student that Miss Grundy is fucking around with is the drive-in worker.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Just fucking crazy.
But I think it was because it's on the outskirts of town, like the drive-in.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes a little more sense.
Mm-hmm. But I just think it's funny. I wonder if they were ever going to do anything with that or it was just like a random thing. Episode 2?
Yes.
Or 3?
Season 2, episode 2.
Okay.
I wrote a lot for this episode.
I think I did too, but I didn't really label them very well yet.
Okay, since I'm so far ahead in the show, like I can't, like going back now, because I did this like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
It's been
It's
so
so
long.
hard to like, my first note is called The Clumpster. I don't know who said it. I don't know what was being talked about. What is this note?
I said, why are people punishing Pop? I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, this one I do want to talk about because I know exactly what I'm talking about. In episode 2, Archie being like, the Black Hood is targeting me! Why the fuck would the Black Hood only care about you?
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't make any sense.
No. Sorry that your dad and your ex-girlfriend got shot first, but no. 1,000% no. We didn't know at this time, obviously, that he's targeting sinners, but I can 1,000% guarantee you. And, small town vibes, you know everybody. You can come up with a reason for everybody.
Also, like, if it was, like, it could have been seen, like, as robbery, like, to go in there, shoot. It's the only popular diner in fucking town.
Might be the only diner.
Honestly, because it's the only
Fucking
place, other than the nightclub, that's the only place we've ever seen them go to.
Yes.
So, like, it's the most likely spot that if someone's walking or going through town, that's where they're gonna go, and that's where they're gonna
Exactly.
stop to steal money. But speaking of Archie, or Archiekins, he starts doing the jingle jangle because he needs to stay up and hold down the fort while his dad is recovering. Sir,
No.
call the sheriff.
No.
Call the
You
sheriff.
call the sheriff. He's got to have some deputies or something.
Right?
You also have a dog. I know when there's a squirrel in my backyard every single time. Like, Vegas is a lab, but
even then,
guard dog, still, nonetheless. It's not like if you had a French bulldog, different story.
yeah.
But
A Chihuahua, you would still know.
Oh yeah, you would know exactly, especially if someone was entering the house.
Yeah. Also, like, they bring up the dog like 3 times and then you never see it again. Like, what is this dog doing?
Yeah, he's very, very, very much a side character.
I wrote down that Veronica's dad shows up to school. Like, he goes to her school. Which I thought was very weird.
Yeah, I did not write that down, but you're right. Yeah.
Like, he, like, out of nowhere, like, out of the blue.
He's just like,
For what? You've been in jail, sir. I don't need to see you at school.
yeah, exactly.
I put, why did the principal tell the students? But I don't know what I was referring to.
Probably something about the Blackbird. Or that Grundy died.
Yeah, it was that Grunty died, because then Archie, like, stormed out of the room or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, like, yeah.
Which then, I think they managed to get away with, like, not really many people finding out that he was fucking a teacher. Dead giveaway. Right there. This is just as bad when they're walking around talking about Moose. A closeted gay man in the school hallways. Like, Kevin, shut the fuck up.
But I also think it's, like, the same thing where, like, or not the same thing, but where, it's, like, cool to date someone older in high school.
Maybe.
And, like, for guys, it's always...
Maybe the jocks would have been about it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, it wasn't something that they'd be like, oh, what the fuck, you were sleeping with the teacher. It'd be like, oh, hell yeah, you were sleeping with the teacher, Miss Grundy. Like, that's what they would see it as. This is where we get introduced to Penny Peabottom. Penny fucking Peabottom.
Yeah.
When Jughead goes to her to try to get his dad out of jail.
I don't know how he thought he was gonna get out of that with just doing like that one little thing, whatever it was, but
I also hate fucking Penny Peabottom.
mm-hmm.
She is a horrid person. I don't know. I don't like her.
I think she's like the epitome of what everyone views the serpents as.
Mm-hmm.
But like, they're not that, and
Yeah.
I don't know. This is annoying me.
This is also when an anonymous buyer ends up buying Pops. Anonymous buyer being Hiram fucking Lodge.
And do we get a true explanation as to why he bought Pops? Like, I don't think so. I think
It doesn't give like a clear one, but it does say like he bought it and then he let Pop be the manager of it.
Right, he's like, we'll keep it on the DL, like act like
Yeah.
you still own it. But weren't they having a fundraiser or something?
Yeah, because they were trying to.
So
he
he
just
just-
open. He just bought it to make Veronica happy.
So he
kind
just
of.
bought it so Pops could stay open, and then and then yeah, no, yeah, okay. Anyways,
Oh, I scrolled. They show Veronica's mom writing the letter. That was what the fuck.
yeah.
So in the first season,
I literally wrote Hermione wrote that letter unlikely.
Yeah. She didn't really write it.
No.
It was Hiram.
No.
But the mom just takes the fall for it. I am not taking the fall for my husband. I don't
No,
care
especially
how much I love him.
Yeah.
No.
Especially with something that pissed your daughter off like so much, or like I guess maybe not pissed her off, but like pushed her so far.
Yeah,
like,
it made her so uncomfortable.
But she did the thing
Yes.
to protect her mom. Yeah, I didn't like that very much.
And then they show Miss Grundy's dead fucking body. What is up with this show?
Yeah.
And showing the dead
Why do we
body.
need to see them?
I don't get it. Well, yeah, they show her dead body. They say she was killed with the cello bow.
Which I think is another. I think that's probably when Archie was like, "Why are you targeting me?"
Yeah.
But like, just because you bought her the bow, like,
Doesn't mean anything.
it could have just been the closest thing. I don't know. That was weird to me. And when we talk about the anonymous buyer, though, I do want to talk about the song choice of Cheryl and the Pussycats to save Pops. You're really singing like an a cappella version of Milk. I just can't even.
It's
like
Glee.
Can't even
it's
say
giving
it.
Glee.
It's giving Glee.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
And
In like a
they're
nice little
it's
melody.
better than yours.
It's like very sweet and like.
I'm like, do you guys know what this song is about?
Yes.
It's like you're just singing it because the word milkshake is in it and you buy milkshakes.
They literally Googled milkshake songs and that song came up. Cheryl lying on the stand for FP.
Yeah.
That was weird to me.
Especially because like 4 episodes ago we're slapping the shit out of Jughead for what FP did.
Oh.
Okay. Stop.
I put Betty's mom being a bitch and then taking pictures. FP was talking to Hermione. But she's like being a bitch to Betty and Veronica the entire time, and then she leaves and she's like snap. Like, what is this? Like, ma'am. Like,
no kidding.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I put I love Pops. Because I love Pops.
It's like that emoji.
I put Penny Peabody being a bad person. It's like, oh, well, you owe me a favor.
Yeah.
That's when, fucking hate her. Whoever plays her, though, it did really good.
Oh, God. Yeah. I wonder what else she's done. Because, like,
What am I watching?
no.
But I feel like she's a bad person in every show she's in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is also when Archie goes and buys a gun, or he gets a fucking gun.
Why didn't Betty? Where's Miss Grundy's gun at? Give it to Archie.
And then also,
Hand it over.
like,
Hey,
why does she?
we're not chasing flies. Lay down.
This man thinks he needs a gun. He's high up on Jingle Jangle fucking half the time. You do not need a gun. Drugs and guns are not meant to be mixed.
And what do you need a gun for? Period. Like,
He's losing his goddamn mind.
exactly. I think it's just the drugs making him so paranoid that he's like,
Yeah.
the only way to fix this is to get a gun.
Yes.
No, what is that gonna solve? First off, you have to know how to use it. You're 16 years old. I can almost guarantee you have no clue how to use a gun.
No.
No.
And then this episode ends with Moose getting shot.
Yeah, with Midge out in the car, but what? Like, I don't.
Him getting shot makes no fucking sense at all.
No.
Like, nowhere in the storyline does he need to get shot.
No.
And he's so like.
And what's he a sinner for?
Right. Like, is it because he was with Kev? Like, is that the sin?
Is it being gay? Is it having premarital sex? Because if it's premarital sex, we gotta target a lot more people.
Episode 3.
We're forming the red circle. How does everyone feel about the red circle? Oh shit, it's really falling. Episode 3, we got the red circle.
I hate the red circle.
I
cannot.
I think it's so cringe.
Me too.
So fucking cringe. Because, just like, why?
Okay, yeah, so what the fuck is the hookup forest? And clearly it's only for men.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, isn't that the one that's only for men? Because
Yes. But my only thing is, I don't think any woman would ever go out into the night, into a forest, and be like, yeah, I'm going out here to make out with somebody and hook up.
Exactly. And what I don't like, and then Betty like hounding Kevin about it, I'm like, bro, you are in a small town. He's probably not very accepted. He's, like he says,
Yeah.
he's the only out gay man. Just let the man get some ass where he wants to get some ass. Like
I understand her worry and like,
yes,
where it's
especially
coming
because the
from.
Black Hood is running around.
yes.
But like, you're not his mom. You voice your concern like
Yeah.
one time and then you move on. If he wants to talk about it or whatever, you can say like, hey Kev, I'm not comfortable talking about this. But you don't need to be up his ass like this. Like, let the man live his life.
Yes.
we all love a good "I told you so" moment. So just let him be.
Yeah, he goes cruising.
What is it?
But it's like
He's going cruising. I know.
to a fucking forest.
What does that mean?
Get Bumble. Get Tinder.
Don't they mention Bumble by name? Or is that later on?
I think they mentioned Grindr.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
think they
Grindr
go
or
on.
something. It's like a different name.
I remember them going on though because it is later because it's when whatever his name is in the show, but his real life name is Charles Mountain, breaks up with Veronica when they're running the speakeasy. They break up. And then he's like in that little like gathering room with Archie, and he's like, man, it's just so hard out here trying to be on Bumble. And I was like, and this was like in college because it's like season 3 or 4, and I was like, product placement.
Yes, but that also gives very small town vibes.
Oh, 1,000%. Yes.
This episode I also forgot that Jughead started going to another school.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because he's still always at the other school.
Oh yeah, always.
So it doesn't make any sense. And what is that other gang name?
Oh, Gargoyle. No.
The Ghoulies.
Ghoulies.
The Ghoulies. I wrote that down. I put the Ghoulies, question mark, question mark. Just like, what the fuck are the Ghoulies? And where did they come from? Because this is the first time they're ever fucking mentioned, but yet the Southside Serpents have like the worst rep.
I know, and they're clearly way worse. So it's like, does the rest of Riverdale not know about the Ghoulies or something?
Yeah.
And then it's like Penny, or it's like almost like the Ghoulies are just like a small gang in the Serpents.
Yes.
Because Penny is like in charge of them.
Yeah.
They're like her bitch or something.
I don't even fucking know.
What is that?
And then we get to the red circle. I said, I cannot.
No, exactly. Simply, enough said. I fucking cannot.
I barely wanted to watch those scenes.
No! It's so embarrassing.
It's so
and like,
bad.
cringe.
I put Archie is getting annoying with this red circle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand he wants to protect, like, his friends, his dad, and shit. But there's a certain extent that you can't control. And you think fucking a gang of high schoolers is going to be able to take them down?
Running around with one gun. Yours. No. No.
And then this is when Betty gets introduced to the Black Hood. She writes a letter. I put the Black Hood letter kind of cringe.
I said, I think it's like the end of this episode. Because I said how handing over this Black Hood note and then the voiceover is him reading the Black Hood note. I was fucking dying because we don't know yet, but he's the literal Black Hood. He's reading his own note.
Yes.
Amazing. Just amazing. Oh my god.
Polly says she's leaving to go to the farm, but then we haven't seen her in the past couple episodes.
Where have you been?
Yeah, where are you going?
Where have you been?
You've been gone already. You could honestly, at this point, we could have never seen her again.
Exactly. Which I think is funny because then I wrote LMAO, Polly Child is the poster child of sin. Polly is the poster child of sin. Really? Really? That, no.
Jughead gets beat up.
Oh yeah. Because he won't, which I don't understand. He goes to Southside. The whole point of the Serpents coming to him is that he is going to help, or they're going to help him stay safe and all this shit. But then he goes to Southside and he won't sit with the Serpents. So the Ghoulies beat him up. Like, dude, this is literally why they gave you the fucking jacket, bro.
Yeah, like you're supposed to sit with them, and he's wearing the jacket. Like, if you're gonna wear the jacket, just fucking sit with him.
Exactly.
Archie and Hiram, I can't.
No.
Whatever the fuck their relationship is. And Hiram's like, yeah, you need to do this. And he's like gassing him up. Which I understand from Hiram's perspective because he doesn't like Archie, so he's trying to make him look bad. But look in the camera.
But why the fuck does some dad who's like in his 30s want to make a 16-year-old look bad?
Yes. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the same thing. It's like these parents and kids are too involved in each other's business.
Exactly.
Like, you should be worried about like tryouts and shit and like taking them to practice, not who your daughter's dating, fucking wanting to get has a vendetta against somebody. Kevin's vision, where he like, he's out cruising and then he gets pulled into the car and like shot and shit.
I was like, Kevin the Murderino.
Oh, that's so good. Yes.
Oh, I also said when Polly, I forgot this part because I was loving that Polly is the poster child of sin, according to Mama Cooper. But also, Mama Cooper shitting on the farm. Sorry, I have something in my eye. And it says, what is she going to give birth in a trough? I'm like, you're literally in like 2 seasons going to be like head bitch of the fucking farm. You lose your relationship with Betty over the farm. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
And this is where we finally get to see the video, when he creates the video. This is where, like, it closes off, and the episode ends with the video.
With the video.
And Archie's message to the Black Hood. I put, so cringe, and then kind of like the quote that he said, we will hunt you, we will find you, we will end you.
Yeah.
You're 16 years old. This man already has 2 hits out. You think you're going to be able to kill him with your fucking high school best friends? No.
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 Nope.
No.
Nope. So cringe. So cringe.
So we have episode 4 now.
Yes.
My first note is Archie turning dark, which I don't get why they have to make everybody turn dark.
Yeah, just because something traumatic happens.
Yeah, like, you have trauma.
Go to
deal
therapy.
with it.
Go to therapy.
Honestly, I'm on my 2nd week of Prozac, so hopefully I don't go dark. Can you imagine? What would I even go dark for? Like, Taco Bell didn't have Baja Blast. I wrote the Coopers.
No.
Because the fucking Coopers are wild.
My next note is the fight in the rain. Why was it in the rain? Why is Veronica in this cloak? She's still fucking soaked.
If anything, it's even worse. Like,
Right. Okay. And what were we accomplishing with the fight? What did we resolve?
And then, so my whole thing is just about the fucking red circle for season 4, or for episode 4, about like Veronica making, like, she joins the red circle, makes t-shirts for them. Like, this man's out here with the fucking cricket, just fucking ironing on these fucking shirts.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
Betty also gets a letter from the Black Hood. Archie doesn't see what he did wrong, like the video.
Yeah.
But sir, you're putting a huge target on your own fucking back by doing that. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Archie pulling out the gun. Man has gone full crazy.
Oh my
I
god.
bet he was on that jingle jingle. There's another quote that says, the Bulldogs eat serpents for lunch. So you're a football team against a gang. Like, I'm sorry. And also at this time, if the serpents are a gang, I would suspect a little bit more guns, not gonna lie.
The serpents have literal grown men.
Yes!
And you all are a fucking jingle jangle football team. You're all high as fuck.
And then, okay, so my other note about the fight is, why is Dilton Doily fighting?
Oh, yeah!
Like, he has nothing to do with the Bulldogs or the fucking serpents.
No.
He's just there, fighting.
For the memes. Gonna tell his kids someday.
But it doesn't make any sense.
No, it's ridiculous.
And then this episode ends with the Black Hood calling Betty.
Oh, and I wrote this ringtone.
Oh, the lollipop one? But then she changes it like halfway, like, I think is it episode 11? 10 or 11, she changes it back to like the normal ringtone.
Right, it's almost like when she's in private, it rings with the lollipop, and then when it's not, it rings normal when someone's around.
But it doesn't
I'm
make
like,
any sense.
how is someone controlling this? And how did she, like, you know damn well she didn't set this ringtone up. But I mean, we do know it was her dad, so maybe her dad stole her phone and, like, programmed it.
I don't think so.
No, exactly. Like, I don't.
And plus, it's like, it's not going to have a ringtone that you set to somebody.
No.
Because it's always an
number.
unknown caller.
I don't know how they're doing this.
Yeah. I don't know. So, episode 5.
Yeah. Isn't this when Nick St. Clair comes to town?
Yes.
Okay.
So, my first couple of notes is, like, the call with Black Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why the fuck is he reaching out to her? How did he get her number? I put, I hate Alice. I do. But I understand she's trying to be, like, an overprotective mom. But, like, sometimes it's just way too much.
This is a top clip for episode 3.
I mean, I hate her mom. I do. I'm not gonna lie.
I put, I hate Alice. Because I do.
I just do. Like, she's too overprotective.
She's too much.
Why do you think your daughter doesn't tell you shit? Like, exactly. The daughter doesn't tell you shit because you're overbearing. It just, no.
Simply, no. Respectfully, no.
Why did she only tell Archie about the Black Hood calling her?
Because it goes back to their whole fucking thing of her being in love with him, and she trusts him and only him, but yet she's dating Jughead, but it's like she doesn't trust Jughead to, like, keep her safe.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's where her love comes from Archie. She feels like he can protect her and keep her safe, and that's what we all want.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not every woman. I don't want to speak for womankind. But most of women are looking for someone where they're going to feel
That
safe.
trust. Yeah.
And that trust. So,
like, if I can't go to you over something like this, we shouldn't be together.
no. If I don't want you to go to the bar with me so no one hits on me, why are we together? Like,
Yeah.
I don't. So, but it just goes back to either she was never in love with him, they're just really close friends, and she felt safe by him, or she's not fucking over him.
Yeah. Which I think that she's not over him. Is a
And she's
huge
just dating Jughead, which, like, R.I.P. Jug. There's nothing wrong with him.
And then in this episode, we find out the traumatic truth that Alice Cooper is from the fucking South Side. Anyways, the dramatic tea, Betty's mom is from the South Side.
And we get the beginning of the Black Hood making Betty do things.
Oh, yes.
Like bad things, nasty things.
That was aggressive, sir.
Pimps.
But Betty's mom being from the South Side it helps understand, like, she knows what goes on the South Side, so she doesn't want Betty to be involved, but at the same time, like,
I feel like it makes her behavior worse too, because
yes, she tries to do, like, this very pristine, like,
perfect.
yes, clean image, but then, ma'am, you literally have a mugshot that you're from the South Side.
Third bit. Can we talk about Nick and Veronica yet?
Oh, I'm almost there. Well, yeah, we can do this.
No, you're fine.
So, he does show up, and he says that Veronica used to do drugs. Like, it's nothing. He just drops that line like it's fucking nothing.
Which I think is supposed to imply, like, these big city vibes, and
Yes.
they're such a small town loser now. But
She got jingle jangle, bitch.
and then when they all do it together at
Yes.
this party, and then we get these, like, rave, like,
yes.
blah. Anyways, so wait, are you ready for Nick now?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a piece of fucking shit.
He's a piece of shit. Veronica bragging about being the it couple with Nick in the city, telling Archie not to be worried. Pick me energy.
Oh, fuck yes. You're literally
Vomit.
saying that to make Archie jealous.
Yes.
Like, there's no other reason for you to say that. Be like, oh, we used to be together. We had a thing.
We're
and that's
such
it.
the it couple.
Oh, so what? Archie Andrews and his abs are nothing to you? Like,
It made it feel like what Nick's doing, where, like, you used to do drugs, who are you now? Where, like, she's like, my life was so much better there. I was in an it couple.
Yeah, it's basically being like, my life is shit now that I'm here in fucking Riverdale.
And this it couple isn't anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I could not stand that.
Yes.
And then I just wrote that Nick and Veronica give me the literal ick. Like, there's not just one quality. It's them together as people. Their whole personalities now give me the ick.
But it's understandable how they used to date.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Just to me, I was like, this is the literal ick.
Everybody's lying to each other
Oh, yeah.
in this fucking episode. I don't get it. The fucking jangle everybody's fucking doing together. And that whole party scene, I fucking hated it. Nick being a fucking piece of shit.
Nick is just so disgusting.
Yes.
Just gross.
I will talk about one part.
Okay.
When they have, I don't know what they're fucking doing. It's like a brunch fucking, that event that they're having.
Okay.
Alice's fucking look.
Oh.
Yeah, where she comes in, she's wearing that like fucking low cut fucking beige dress.
Where she's
with
like,
the slits, and then she wears a fucking serpent around her neck.
Yeah, she's like, hey, yeah, so now that you all know.
Yeah, she's like, don't get me wrong, she looks amazing in this look.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like,
stunning.
it's very much like, why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm. I could not.
She's like, shut it, Hal.
Me too.
Ugh.
I don't care for Hal.
Nick being a piece of shit again, fucking drugging Cheryl.
Ugh.
I hated that.
I hated that so much.
Yes.
Because your feelings for Cheryl are starting to shift. She's being less mean girl.
It's more, I think it's because we get to see another side of her where it's like, we understand why she is the way she is, and she starts toning it down a bit.
Yes, exactly. It's the toning down, and yeah, we see a softer side to Cheryl, so you start to fall in love with her. She's still doing her like bad shit, but it's the beginning of my love for Cheryl. I think she turns out to be like a very sweet person who's like misunderstood, so she doesn't know how to channel her energy.
Yes.
Whatever, but
yeah. And then at the end of this episode, we have Jughead officially joining the Serpents, which like everybody suspected it.
yeah, we all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We all knew it was coming. So
It was more likely that he was going to join than he didn't.
yeah,
Do you have any other notes for episode 5?
no,
Episode 5 was a lot,
yeah,
but I liked episode 5 because it starts taking away from the red circle. Like that comes to a fucking close.
heavens. But then we get the Nick St. Clair. What is more cringe, Nick St. Clair or the Red Circle?
I want to say the red circle
I think I do too.
because the Nick St. Clair is more likely to actually happen in real life.
Yeah. The Red Circle is just a ridiculous, like.
It's trying to show fucking your fucking strength, your masculinity,
Yeah.
and there was no need for it.
Yeah.
Episode 6. I hated Cheryl's mom in this episode.
Right? Who doesn't? You know.
But I hated her more than usual because she's like accusing Cheryl of being the reason why he did it. He's like, she's basically saying that it's her fault that it happened, that she got drugged, which it's never your fucking fault.
No.
Never.
No. I can't stand. I don't know. Your mom should just be there for you, and like.
Yeah.
In this scene, Penelope is so much worse than Alice. Like all the shit talking we've done on Alice, Penelope in one scene is just the bottom scum of the earth mom.
Yes.
Now. Because Alice is coming from a place of like love and care. She's just doing too much. Penelope's just being a fucking bitch.
Yeah. Which like, what kind of mother does not believe her daughter?
Why would Cheryl lie?
And also, why the fuck would the St. Clairs give you a check if they didn't think it was true?
And why is Penelope believing a fucking stranger?
Yes!
It's not even like the lodges are believing their old friends over their daughter. No, it's Penelope believing a literal stranger.
Yeah.
And still accepting a check.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Like, if the lodge, how fucked up the lodges are and they still believe Cheryl?
Yes!
They believe Cheryl and they're like, oh, like, yeah, they're not going to press charge. They don't care about it anymore. Until Veronica's like, yeah, he tried to do the same shit to me. And then they're like, oh, let's fuck him up. Like, that to me says a lot about the parents.
Yeah.
Because I would do the same thing even for my fucking niece.
Oh, yeah.
If she came up here and to me, I'd be sitting in fucking jail.
Oh, yeah.
This podcast would end.
I'd have to find a new co-host.
It's me in a cell just, like, talking about it.
I'll be like, so guys, our episodes have to be really, really short because
We only
got
have 5 minutes to talk.
in a phone call, yeah.
But yeah, Penelope, dead to me. This is when...
Sorry.
The mayor goes with the sheriff to raid Southside High. In what fucking world? In what fucking world?
No.
And then they start arresting them with little to no, like, reasoning.
Exactly.
Like, you have nothing on these fucking kids other than they're in the same gang.
Exactly. But they're not, and we're not arresting ghoulies.
No.
Like, we're just arresting the serpents. Again, to the whole, why don't we know about the serpents on the north, or the ghoulies on the north side?
Yeah.
Okay.
They start getting ready for the race. The serpents against the ghoulies for territory and to stop dealing drugs. Once again, proving that the serpents are a lot better than they're made out to be.
Right.
I put, why are all the parents crazy?
True.
Like, the most normal one that I can think of is Fred.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, how he handled the Miss Grundy situation.
Yeah, that
wasn't normal
thing. But other than that, he's like,
the most normal. He's trying to do the best for his family. Like, his wife left. He's trying to hold down the fort. He's working as hard as possible. But everybody else is too much.
When did you get that? That's a noisy toy.
So we have all the parents fucking crazy, fucking nutcrackers. It's too much to handle.
Too much.
I fucking hate it. For these next couple episodes, I have like 5 or 6 main things that
I
happen.
know, I don't
but
have much.
Nothing like interesting happened.
No.
What the fuck of the actual street race was not like getting arrested or anything.
No.
It's who the fuck invited Cheryl?
Yes! Why is she there?
Who invited her? How did she even know of it? She's not in her circle.
No.
Like, how did she know?
No. And then, oh, I wanted to talk about, I don't know this, I don't know. I need to label my shit. Why was Tony waiting to swoop Jug? Like, so the Black Hood makes Betty break up with Jughead. Mm-hmm. Archie does it for her, whatever. Then the next day, or whatever it's supposed to be, Tony comes over to Jug's place and is like, she doesn't want to be his rebound, but then immediately kisses him. Oh. When he's like, Betty broke up with me.
Yes.
Tony, what the fuck? And then after that, she's like, yeah, she's either a
girl.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure she implies she's into women. Then why the fuck? I'm pretty sure they slept together. I didn't get that at all. So, what?
Yeah.
And then the street racing to decide the leading gang. How is that? And then Archie like sets the whole thing up,
which like.
Get it, but like,
it gives me a lot of sense of like Archie has no idea about gang life or anything
exactly.
like that. Like even I have some clue. Like automatically, if the cops are there, they're gonna know it's a setup, and I know it's gonna be shit for the other people that like didn't get arrested. Like everybody fucking knows that. Everybody knows you don't get the cops involved unless you absolutely fucking have to.
Exactly. Lay down. No, this is silly. Lay in her lap, but
come on, big boy.
Just chill out.
Big boy.
And so then I wrote, Betty's a car girl. And then,
she's like being a fucking mechanic. She's like, pass me this fucking.
Stop it. Betty's a car girl. And then we have this whole conversation where she's like, she or Jug, I didn't write down who. Like, I love you and I won't stop. Don't let the clutch slip.
Oh.
Which would have been Betty.
What? What? Because like, I'm telling you, like we said before, apparently Hal is a fucking mechanic and knows what he's doing when it comes to cars, but then it's never shown in the fucking anywhere. Miss fucking Penelope Blossom sitting by the fireplace, and Cheryl goes, "Careful, don't want to get burnt again." I was living for it. Absolutely fucking living for it.
Honestly. Under the next thing I have, I don't know. I think this is the next episode. But anyways, when they're doing the pancake mix delivery, for Penny, and Archie's like, yeah, I'll go with you or whatever because they need to use his truck. And then they go through all the troubles and everything. They drop it off. They get there, and the guy's like, which one is Jughead? And Jug literally goes, you know my name? And I'm like, oh, now they fucking do.
Okay, that is the next episode. Though.
Anyways,
but yes.
Okay, so I'll wait. But I was just like, that was my next like major note because, like I said, there was a whole lot going on.
They find out that the English teacher is the drug dealer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't write that down.
And then he's in jail, and the Black Hood fucking sneaks into the jail and kills him.
How do you sneak into a jail? What time frame is this?
What time frame is it?
Why is there no security?
No security ever. It shouldn't be that easy to break into a fucking jail.
No.
But yeah, the English teacher is put to death by the Black Hood. So episode 7.
So we have the pancake mix delivery, which I brought up.
Before the pancake delivery, the stranger thinking that Archie was Jason Blossom. He was like, for a second there, I thought your friend back there was Jason Blossom. Huh?
Okay.
Is it the hair?
Yeah, pretty much. And probably the varsity jacket.
Yeah. And then the fucking zombie-looking deer.
Oh, yeah.
What is that about?
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
My other what the fuck is that there was more than another, like, murderer in town. Like, there was another murder that happened in town. And you're telling me in all of their research they never, like, saw this one?
Good point.
Because, like, you're searching for the Black Hood. You're, like, what are you talking about? Like, there's no other murder in this town that you don't know of until this fucking stranger tells you about?
Mm-hmm.
And then the stranger's saying, it's killing season in Riverdale.
Ew, yeah.
But yeah, then I put, Penny fucking Peabody, because they make the delivery for her.
Yes.
He like that so nice.
Yes. Behind the scenes. Sorry, I just had to. Because her bogey's in your pillow, and his little arm is tucked underneath it too. Okay.
My last note for this episode is them thinking that the sheriff is the killer. In what fucking world?
Yeah, because this is when they have the sleepover and everything.
Yeah.
And that was so weird.
I hated that. I hated that scene.
Because Veronica's looking for proof that he's dating, and Betty's like, no, look for proof that he's the killer. Bitch, what the fuck? First off, if he's dating, that's too private.
Yes, it's not, again, it's
not
grown
your
folk business.
If he's the killer, why the fuck do you want your best friend snooping around?
Right? And also, Kevin, like, you should be there for Kevin and not for yourself in your own interest.
Yep.
Like, Kevin really needed an actual fucking friend at that time.
And
his dad's the sheriff. He's getting all this fucking hate. Like, what? Isn't this also the episode where we find out that that Josie and her mom, the mayor, are living at the Pembroke?
It might be. I forgot about that. So you just said it. So it might be.
I think they do something. But I just think it's so weird. I'm sorry, I don't mean to disturb you, but you're kind of heavy just on one leg.
Speaking of, I don't remember when this is, but I have to bring it up. All of the cat puns with the pussycats. Specifically when they're like, you clawed us in the back. But I can't look at your fucking cat ears. Okay.
God forbid.
Okay.
So episode 8 now?
Yeah.
This is when we see Cheryl's fucking obsession with Josie.
So, I wrote this too because why does the reveal that Cheryl is into women, she's at least bi, why does it have to be so creepy?
It never should have gone that way.
No.
Because they make it seem like the janitor is a bad person, and the janitor, fucking R.I.P., had nothing to do with fucking anything. His poor fucking sweet self was just trying to do a job after his whole family got fucking murdered. Like, he's already been through enough.
They make him out to be the Black Hood. Now he's dead. Oh, he's sending Josie creepy things. No, it's fucking Cheryl. And Cheryl's like leading this vendetta against the janitor.
So then they go get FP out of jail.
Yes.
And then Alice asks him if it's true that he's sexually frustrated.
I said, Mama Cooper making her feelings for FP clear.
But like, in what fucking world? Like, you're with your daughter and his boyfriend to pick up his dad, and you're asking him if he's sexually frustrated while you're giving him a ride home? It just doesn't make any fucking sense. I like the scene afterwards though, when they're like riding their bikes together and they like pull into a random fucking little field. I did like that. That was a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad got out of jail. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I put FP is a veteran.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he said, because he's talking about them being in the Serpents or whatever, and then he's like, I never wanted this life for you. Like, the Serpents have always been here for me, but you don't like need them. When he's talking to fucking Jughead, and then he was like, I grew up in the Serpents, and then I went to the military, and then I came back, and I'm a Serpent again. So that's why I was like, if he's a veteran, like, all of a sudden, I'm very at ease.
I did love this high school sophomore relationship of, Veronica and Archie having all this sex, and now he's scared to say I love you. Or she's scared to say I love you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's scared. He has no problem. He's like, I'm so into you, which I think kind of points to our, Grundy theory. But, that he was just obsessed because he's young. But she can't say I love you back.
Yeah.
But yet you're cricketing red circle t-shirts. You're being like, this is how you're going to get along with my dad. Whatever. But you can't tell the man you love him.
My next note goes back to kind of like them not knowing there was another murder. My thing is it a small town vibes? Because how did they not know about a murder house?
Exactly.
We had a creepy place in my city, and my city, the population's like 30,000? No, 300,000. 100,000? I don't know. It's big up there in numbers. So, everybody knew about this one place.
Yeah.
So, it's fucking very strange that nobody knows about this fucking haunted house.
Yeah.
This abandoned house.
Yeah.
Even if it's not known for it being a murder house, it definitely would have been somewhere people went to go hang out.
Yes. Yes.
But they didn't know about it. They didn't know about it.
Yeah. So.
But is it small town vibes?
Exactly.
Is it not?
Exactly.
I put the janitor being the third kid. I like the storyline with the janitor and everything that happened.
Yeah.
That was a good story. I don't like how they came about it.
No, that's what I was just gonna say. I like the storyline in general. I think it really brought a cute little full circle moment.
Yes.
To wrapping in this old murder or whatever.
Yes.
But I didn't like then that we accuse him of being the Black Hood and having this vendetta and everything. Yeah, no, I didn't like that.
This is when we see Alice dressed in all black to go to the White Worm.
Yeah, and we know what happens with the White Worm.
Before we get to that, because I have a lot to say about this fucking White Worm situation.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Fucking Veronica saying she's never, heard her parents say they love each other.
Right, yes, which is why she can't say I love you. What?
I understand that. I get it. You're not, seeing people around that say it so comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
But then, it's why the fuck are they still together if they don't love each other?
I think the security of it all.
That's true.
I think
It's
Hermione is
very
taken
weird.
care of, and Hiram has whatever control he needs over this secondary person to like
I just think it's weird.
take someone down with him.
So back to Alice wearing black when they go
Yes.
into the White Worm. What kind of strip club bar is the White Worm where they have karaoke?
Yes! Oh.
I was like, in what fucking world? In what fucking world do they have karaoke at a gang bar?
That's also a strip club.
And then the fact that people got mad when Veronica runs off stage with Archie.
Oh yeah.
And they were like
so
booing and stuff.
Which then
Then to the exciting part.
Betty gets up to finish their song while doing the serpent dance.
And she's fucking stripping.
She's stripping 10 fucking minutes ago. Okay, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Theory? Absolutely not. You need to get down. Theory. Theory.
If you lay down all the way, you're fine. But if you don't, then you can't.
Go. Go lay down. Okay. So she's stripping. 10 fucking minutes ago, we're scared that Jughead is putting the jacket on. Now we're doing the dance so we can be in the gang.
Yes.
You're our boyfriend.
While your mom is there?
His dad? Ugh. I'm not even comfortable with my in-laws, my parents knowing I have sex and we're married.
Yeah, no. No.
You're 16! Stripping! In front of your parents and your in-laws and everything like that. Well, they're not your in-laws, but you know what I mean.
Yes. But no.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No,
Anyways,
no.
okay.
And then it ends with everybody breaking up with each other.
Yeah, again, for Jug and...
But they all, and then the last scene in this episode was Archie looking at Betty in the window. So now my thing is, does Archie like Betty?
Well, yeah, because the next thing, we go to this, we go to the Blossoms or whatever, and they kiss in the car.
Yes. But that was my major thing, was like, does he like her now?
Yeah.
Like, what? For episode 9, I wrote, I'm a sucker for holiday episodes. I love themed episodes.
Shh. I love a themed episode.
If it's not musical themed.
Oh, yes.
This is when we get more into Mr. Spenson.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about it. I thought the confession scene was giving PLO vibes, though.
Yes.
So, yeah.
This is also when we get introduced to the Fabergé eggs.
Yes. Well, they're Glamourgé in this show, but yes, a good old Fabergé egg.
So when me and Miranda first started rewatching up to season 4, we didn't understand what a fucking Fabergé egg was.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to look it up and stuff, and we went down a fucking rabbit hole.
We did. It was bad. We were like, oh my god. I was like reading about the Russian Tsar that would gift them to his wife every so often, whatever the increment was. Oh my god.
And now they're just fucking expensive eggs.
Are we done?
And then Betty gets the fucking finger in her mail.
Ew, yeah.
Also, what kind of parent does not go through their kid's mail?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because you could have, I mean, again, it would be nice to know what time it is, because if my mom knows that Samantha bought this off Amazon, she doesn't open that package when it comes, she'll just leave it for Sam. But
yeah, but if it's like something random,
yeah.
Be like, oh, who the fuck is this from?
Yeah, so is there online shopping?
This is when we find out the town killed somebody. Like that whole storyline. And then them going to talk to fucking Nana Rose that has dementia.
But she remembers everything of importance.
Women weren't allowed to go.
Which then, this to me was another part when we were talking about the burning the playbook, for lack of a better term. They go on to burn these photos that help them solve this. Why are we burning them? What if we have another mystery?
Yeah, doesn't make any
Anyways,
sense.
just like the book. Why the... Anyway, okay.
Betty and Archie kiss.
Yes.
Which, what the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. And then we get to the serious part where the Black Hood is holding them at gunpoint because they go see they find the fucking picture. They go to look under this tree and there's nobody in the fucking casket.
Yeah.
And then surprise, surprise, the fucking Black Hood is there
with a gun, get in the casket, bury him.
What? And then who called the cops?
Yeah. Ooh, where did that come from?
Wait.
And then he's just running, and he jumps into the river or something like that?
No, he tries to run into he's like holding onto the side, and he's about to, and then Archie shoots him.
Okay, yeah.
With his gun.
So then we think...
With his own gun, Mr. Spencer's own gun.
Yeah, so now we think it's solved. The Black Hood was Spencer, everything. But I did want to know, why are the kids questioning the janitor? Like, why are the kids? Take him to the cops.
Yes.
Why are we cornering him in the hall?
Information to the cops.
Why are we cornering him in the hall? You scared him. If he was the actual Black Hood, now he knows you're onto him.
Yeah, you're dead. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Ugh.
But it's, once again, children, literal children, fucking being an adult business. Mr. Spencer being the Black Hood, apparently he cut off his own finger. This is when we get to Cheryl's mom being a lady of the night.
Yes, Penelope's job. Ugh.
That's when, like, she finds her for the first time.
Ugh.
And then Veronica finally saying she loves Archie.
Yeah. I did enjoy, though, right before this, where he's like, Archie was like, no, it's fine. You don't have to tell me you love me. But yeah, you just love this song. It's your favorite fucking song. You love a song. I was like, Jesus Christ, Archie. But hey, that's the most high school thing we've seen in a long time in this show.
I wish, I don't know, because this show makes like them flip-flop on their relationship so much. I wish it wouldn't focus so much on that.
Yeah.
Like, just let them be together. If they break up, fine. Just let them be together and focus on, like, the killer.
Yeah.
What's going on in the town. But no, it feels like their relationship is always in question.
Oh, yeah.
Every episode is questioned.
Yeah.
Episode 10. Or, do you have anything else for episode 9?
No, because I just said LMAO, Penelope's job. And then I go into the twins, so.
Yeah. Episode 10. Southside High is closing because of the meth lab that was in the basement that was run by the English teacher. And that the reason why it's we find out that the reason why it's closing is because the lodges want to buy the land.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of what
So they kind of threw the English teacher under the bus.
Yeah, like everybody knew what was happening in that situation, and
yep.
Yeah. And so then we get to the twins being born.
Yes.
The form.
How did Polly have them and just tell no one?
Right?
I mean, again, it points to that her not being as close with Betty as we think. She doesn't.
If I'm giving birth at all, I want my mother there.
Yeah, so she can't be very close with her mom.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
It's the farm. It's the fucking farm.
Yeah, and then the names. Juniper and Dagwood.
Juniper.
Yeah, not Jupiter. Not
even Betty was like, "What the fuck?" I'm sorry. Maybe if Chad Michael Murray was helping me deliver my baby, then maybe I wouldn't need my mom.
But was he?
Actually, I would rather have Sophia there.
Oh yes.
100%.
Oh, I love Sophia Bush.
So the farm.
Yeah.
She goes back to go to the farm. She doesn't want Betty to tell anybody.
Betty tells.
Of course. And then we find out Betty has a brother. A fucking Charles. Can you imagine if it was Charles De Laurentiis?
There's too many Riverdale crossover opportunities. Oh my god.
But she has a brother that they abandoned, that her mom dropped off, once again, to the Sisters of Quiet Mercy.
I have a lot of questions about this, because at this point we're supposed to believe Hal is the father, yes?
Yes. But later on we find out it's not. It is not.
You find it out when FP gets hot, so... Just kidding.
Then we go to the school. The principal wants to know gang behavior at the school.
Yes, this thing is very confusing to me when he tells them they can't wear their jackets. Because for argument's sake, wouldn't a Letterman's jacket be a gang?
Yes.
Can just anyone get one? Don't you have to be in a sport or something?
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
So for argument's sake.
But even then, it's like if it's, he had no right to do that then and there. Like he has to put a policy in place.
Exactly.
And it has to get passed by people. Probably it would get passed, not gonna lie. But there's so many more steps that have to be taken into it before he can create a rule like that.
Yeah, but then I think Jughead is just doing the most.
Yeah. At first he didn't even want to join, he joins, whatever.
And now he's like, I will die on this hill.
And then the fucking random ass fucking FBI agent coming to talk to fucking Archie Andrews.
Keep an eye on Al for us. Or Hiram for us. A 16-year-old boy is gonna do a better job than you.
No.
Okay.
Also, I would have immediately told my fucking parents.
Yeah.
Like, hey, the FBI wants me to work for them.
Telling Fred. What, because Fred has medical debt? And then, oh, I love though, I think we missed it, I don't care. When Archie's like, talking to his dad, he's like, hey, what's wrong? And he's like, oh, I got my medical bills. He's like, what is it or whatever? And Fred's like, 86,000. What, dollars?
Oh, what else is it gonna be? Like, what do you mean?
No, toes. Like,
I think that did happen in this episode.
anyway, yeah, okay, good. I was like, I don't know how much I missed it by, but.
Betty and her mom go to look for her brother after, like, that conversation that night with her dad.
Mm-hmm. And then Charles' anger is so wild to me when they do find him.
Yes.
And he's like, get the fuck out, I have someone coming.
Yes.
How would they know? Why did you let them in?
Yes. My exact thing, yes. And, like, the dad's anger,
That they went and found it?
that, like, before they went to go look for
Oh,
him.
yeah. How? But how is it just a problem?
Yeah. But they go look for him, and then he ends up staying at their house.
Oh my god. And he's like lingering, watching Betty sleep.
Dude, it's the creepiest shit ever.
No,
And you're telling me, I'm sorry. Okay. My brother-in-law had someone staying over with us. I locked my door.
Yeah.
I don't know this person. My brother-in-law does. I don't know this person. After a while, yeah, I was fine. But like if a stranger's coming over
Yeah.
and I'm going to bed, I'm locking the fucking door.
Yeah.
I don't care what my mom's rules are. I'm locking the fucking door for my safety.
Yeah. No. Because they probably don't have ill intentions, but what
No.
if they do?
Yeah.
Like,
More than likely, well, I'm not gonna say more than likely, but I still want to feel safe and secure while I fucking sleep.
yeah.
I know there's a stranger there.
Like, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I legitimately can't sleep if I don't feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's it that I have for episode 10. So
Yeah.
episode 11.
The last one. Oh shit, we're only got 2 hours.
Damn. Betty being jealous of Tony, which I get, but at the same time, like I get it. Yeah, Archie or fucking not Archie. Damn. Fucking Jughead is spending a lot of time with Tony. I understand, like she can get a little jealous, but at the same time, why doesn't Jughead reassure her and be like, hey, she's into girls?
Or that. Or why does Betty care they're broken up again?
Yes.
For like
That's
the
very true.
4th time.
They break up all the fucking time. And then, okay, going back to like the last episode? No, 2 episodes ago. Why the fuck did Jughead get so mad that Betty wanted to become a serpent for him?
Yeah, isn't that like
I feel
a
like-
sign of love? And
I feel like a lot of guys, that would have been a turn on.
yeah.
And for him, he was like, no. And he breaks up with her right afterwards? Like, no,
well,
sir.
she's still a servant. Like,
Yeah, like she did the serpent dance. What do you fucking expect?
this is when the Archie the lying about wrestling for Archie to get with Hiram begins.
I wrote Archie trying to impress Hiram.
Which then you see this, again, I do not love Hiram for his personality because he is so obsessed with his glory days of being a wrestler. He's
going to tryouts?
He's going to tryouts. He's still wearing his Ram shirt because that was his nickname. You still have a shirt that fits when you were like 18?
His daughter made a new one with
Oh
her
yeah,
cricket.
see? No.
But it's so weird. Like,
Gross.
I think it's so weird on so many different levels because at first it makes it seem as though he's trying to get close to Hiram for the FBI guy.
Mm-hmm.
But then it seems like he's just trying to do it to impress him, to impress his girlfriend's dad.
Yeah, 1,000%. But speaking of the lodges, the mayor has beef with Veronica, a literal child. For what? She's like, I'm speaking to my daughter. Bro.
She, like, has a problem with her for, like, being a
All
part
of
of
a
her
sudden.
parents' business.
Yeah.
But, like, she had to have known.
All of a sudden, it's an issue. Ugh.
Tony gets mad about the article that, our fucking Jughead writes. I understand.
I do too. It was not his story to tell.
Yes.
But
at the same time,
it needs to be told.
Yeah. Who else was gonna let this story known that the Blossoms or whatever were completely wrong and they murdered a shit ton of people, and that this land should have been made a reservation.
She should be more honored. Like she shouldn't have been more angry than honored. She should have been like, you shouldn't have done this, but I appreciate that we're getting this recognition.
It's kind of like when she went to her grandfather and he was like, well, it's already done. Like, let's make the best of the situation.
Yes. A mature adult.
The brother is still living with them at this point.
Why are they so quick to trust someone?
Yes. I mean, Hal does not trust him.
Right. But
everybody else, they do.
Betty and Alice are so desperate because Polly's like left them that they're like, we'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, they
You didn't even double check.
Yeah, no background check, no nothing. What did I write? Betty fucking telling her brother about her dark side.
Oh, and the scars, they're bonding over scars.
Oh my god. I could not with this fucking relationship. I could not. You don't know this man.
No.
He's been in your house fucking, what, a week max? No. No.
No, no.
And then Hiram and fucking Archie start getting along so they please Veronica. She's a fucking child. You do not have to please your child.
No.
At all.
No.
If I don't like somebody my daughter's dating, I don't have to. I'm not gonna do whatever she wants to make her happy. My job as a parent is to protect her.
Right. Right. And you don't have to like him. You can voice your, like, I don't like him. And then you just move on. If he's not doing anything to hurt her, which Archie's not, then you just you voice your concern, you voice your disappointment, and you move on. You don't have to break them up if nothing bad is happening. But you also don't have to just police her. Like,
yeah, no.
Ugh, spoiled child energy.
It's the pearls.
I
wrote that I'm kind of on Hal's side. I get that. I get where he's... I mean, I get that too. No. But I understand where he's coming from because he's the only one that's making sense where he's like, you have an actual stranger living in our house. You don't know who they are. Like,
yeah.
You haven't known this person for a fucking long time.
Yeah.
You dropped them off at fucking the Sisters of Quiet Mercy. And then you forgot about him. And now you're okay with him living.
Yeah, we don't know it.
And then...
We don't know it.
Fucking Chick, whatever his fucking nickname is. He gets Betty into webcamming. She's a child.
Yeah.
A child.
Not good. Not good.
How?
No. Why? And also, why are you so open about that with a stranger?
Yes, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I get it. She wants somebody that she feels like she can confide in with this stuff. But, like, no. It's a stranger, Betty.
Call up Joe.
Archie starts working for Hiram, and he's fucking being a fucking little intern. And then my last note for this episode was the head of Mr. Pickens being taken off.
Oh yeah, that's how it ended for us.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I cannot.
No. And it's like red too, like it was
Yeah,
bloody.
like-
No, that was just, it was, oh my
It's
god.
a little much.
It's a little much, but hey.
Yeah, I get it, but
Anyways.
it's too much.
That is that.
But that is it for. We're only doing halfway through the season because then we're gonna be talking for fucking hours. So that was our episode 3,
Yes.
season 1 through 11.
No, 2. Season 2.
Season 2, episode 1 through
Yeah,
11.
there we go.
There we go. That makes
Yeah. I will do my what the fuck news, and then we can wrap this up. Mine is celebrity related.
Oh.
Apparently Frank Ocean is selling luxury goods through the company Homer. They're personal items. His most recent addition is going for $25,000.
What the fuck is it?
A cock ring.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What? In what world?
I don't know.
Man, he's living in fucking Riverdale. I do
Oh
not.
my god. The latest capsule of premium pendants, earrings, and keychains. So yeah, it's 18 karat yellow gold.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, he modeled it himself on Instagram. Oh my god. Let's see. Would you like to see the censored version?
I kind of want to see it. What? I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that. What? I was expecting it to be like a very, very close up of it, like around it, not the whole fucking thing.
Blurred, except for the ring.
Oh, I need to go to church. Oh my goodness. That was a great what the fucking news.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, yeah.
I just don't understand.
If you're in need of a luxury item, it's only 25 grand. Might be something you need to pick up. I don't know.
No.
So, on that note, thank you so much for joining us for episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you. Just can't stop thinking about it now. Traumatized.
Yes.
We will see you next Thursday for episode 4, where we finish season 2. And yeah, don't forget to follow us on social media. We have Instagram and TikTok. It's gonna be WTFisthis_podcast.
I'll
And then-
also link it in the bio in the show notes.
Yeah, and then if you want to follow our personal stuff, I have linked both me and Miranda's personal pages on our Instagram, and she's gonna put it in the show notes as well.
Yes.
I think that's it. That wraps it up for today.
Yes.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Bye, guys.